everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm back working in my Hemlock and Oak, my daily journal for 2023. I completed August and it looks great. There was a lot of hard days in August and I made sure to document that. You guys know that I document the good, the bad, the ugly. And so I finished August and today I want to work in September. So I actually started September and I just didn't set up the days of the week. So I am going to do that today with you guys. And I had to cover that up because it was personal. But I'm excited to set up September with you. Obviously, I'm going to do the calendar and the days. I'm just going to stamp out the days of the week. And then we're going to put together, I think, August 4th. So for August, I didn't complete the 2nd and the 3rd, but you guys know I'm okay with that. I always just go ahead and add my stamping and my stickers and my doodling and all that stuff and then come back to it if I have time. But I did fill in the calendar and I do want to stamp out September here and then just add the days of the week to my days. And then we can put together September 4th, or journal for September 4th. So let's get to it. I'm going to be stamping September using my Studio Calico stamp set. As you guys know, I love this stamp set. It is not available anymore, but you can use any alpha stamp that you have. And I'm basically going to stamp September. I do not know if it's going to fit, but we're going to try. I should probably just stamp the first few letters and then kind of see if it will fit. And if it doesn't, it's not a big deal. You guys know that stuff doesn't bother me. I might have to overlap the letters for it to fit, which is a-okay with me. I might go ahead also and add my little stamp mat. That will help a little bit because this thing is getting so chunky and beautiful. I still did not decide if I'm using dated or undated for next year, but I am loving my dated journal just because it's one journal and it's all in one place and I love that feeling. And I usually stick to one journal a year. I do not want to have two for each year, if that makes sense. So we'll see. I haven't decided yet, but I'll definitely make up my mind once I get my dated Hemlock and Oak. If you're not familiar, Hemlock and Oak has the dated and undated, and the undated is 2 journals, but the dated is 1 journal. And I bought both. Yes, I did, because I couldn't make up my mind. And I'll make up my mind once I get it because it was on pre-order. And as always, I do have a discount code, which is always linked in the description box for you. I believe it gives you 10% off your next purchase from Hemlock and Oak. I'm trying really hard to stamp these close to each other, hoping that I can fit all of it. And I'm okay again to like not having on a straight line. And as you guys know, I don't care if I mess up. So you can see here that was not straight, but not a big deal. It's just a daily journal. Nobody really cares. And nobody really notices when you mess up in your journals. That's why we have paper and stamps. The whole point is to have fun and just enjoy the journey. I have a feeling that it's going to fit. The bee is pretty big, but we're going to make it happen. These bigger months are always harder to fit in these columns. But like I said, it seems like it's going to fit. Okay, I got it to fit. So exciting. Anyways, so now that I have September stamped out, I might go ahead and just add some washi tape down here or something. As you guys know, I don't like to add too much to it, to my calendar, just because it gets really colorful, like August. I did add washi down here and up here. And at some point even thought of removing that washi, but it's okay. And like, I just usually add a little bit of washi just to brighten it up a little bit throughout the month. So let's take a look at what I have or what I want to add there. So September is fallish, and even though it's really hot here in Georgia, I still want to have more like a fallish theme. So I'm going to use this really pretty washi from Studio Calico, and I'm just going to add a little bit on the bottom. And maybe throughout the month, I'll add a little something around it, maybe like a word sticker or something. I also want to color in my September, so I'm going to get one of my markers and color that in as well. We're going to go brown with September. I usually don't go this dark, but I feel like this is good for fall and it matches my washi tape. And I usually use either my Tombow markers or my Crayola Super Tips. And again, when I color these in, it doesn't have to be perfect. I just have fun with this. I look at it as if it's a coloring book or something. And I just enjoy documenting my day and not worry about the little things. I actually really like this brown, and it matched the washi really well. So that was a good color to choose. Really nice, dark, and it's okay that it's dark because like I said earlier, these calendars always come out really colorful because I doodle, add stickers, and all that good stuff. So I'm good with that. Anyways, so September 2nd, I started journaling, didn't finish, need to finish that. And then you can see here, September 3rd, I didn't even journal at all, but I wrote down all the like important things or added stickers. So I'll come back to that soon. But I do want to add the days of the week. As you can see, I did not set up September, and I was thinking to go with this stamp set from Everyday Explorers. I really like that font, that handwriting, so we're gonna go with that. I feel like it's going to fit, hopefully, fingers crossed. So we're gonna start on the 2nd, which is a Saturday. So I'm just gonna grab Saturday from my stamp set, and we're gonna stamp the days of the week. I think I'm gonna go with this Power Suit ink pad from Studio Calico. It's not black, but it's dark enough that it kind of looks blackish. And it's so pretty with that font, so we're going with it. I'm done. Just gonna double check if I got everything. And it seems like we're good. Okay, I stamped out the days of the week and we're done with that. And I can put this away. Really like this font. It looks really, really good. think it fits really well in this journal. Anyways, let's get to it. I want to document September 4th, which is a Monday, and this was Labor Day, and we did go to the pool, so I'm gonna go through my stickers and try to find a pool sticker. I have one right there, and there's another one. This one's probably a good one. These, by the way, are my sticker sheets that I do myself. So what I do is I purchase a bunch of digital stickers and scrapbooking collections, and I put them on sticker sheets and put them through my scan and cut, and I do a little kiss cut for my stickers. This is a great way to save money on purchasing a lot of stickers, even though I buy a lot of stickers, but I still use my digital stickers as well. And I really like this one. I think it's very cute. So I'm going to go ahead and add that to represent going to the pool. And I might go ahead and stamp Labor Day. I think that would be fun because my sister was off as well and we got to spend some time at the pool. So I might just grab Alpha Stamp. This one is a favorite. This one's from the Paper Person. I've been using it a lot lately. So I'm going to use this one and just go ahead and stamp Labor Day. I think I'm going to go with the mango. I rarely use orange, but I used it once in my daily journal and it looked so good. Look how pretty that orange is. This is the mango from the stamp market. And I just fell in love and I was like, I need to use that more often. And there's some orange in my stickers, so we're going for it. Now, I've been asked a lot about ink pads and stamps and things like that, and which ink pads bleed through this paper. I've noticed that my ink pads don't really bleed through. They kind of ghost sometimes. So you can see here, this is like a deep orange and it's just barely ghosting. But when you're using the Stamp Market ink pads, I always recommend to not add too much to your stamp because they are pretty juicy. And I've had one of my members recommend tapping them off a little bit once you get them to remove some of the juice off of that. Oh, I totally misspelled that. Okay, so to fix that, I don't know why I had an E in my head. I'm going to stamp the O on sticker paper. I have this scrap sticker paper, and I'm just going to stamp it on the sticker paper. And then I'm going to cut that out and stick it right over the E to cover up my boo-boo. I do that a lot. If you've been on my channel for a long time, you know I misspell things. I am dyslexic, and sometimes in my head things look different than when I like write them out or stamp them out or whatever. So I'm pretty good at covering up my mistakes. And sticker paper is your friend when it comes to journaling and scrapbooking because it's like an easy way to cover up your boo-boos. And you'll see once I add that, you won't even notice that I had a boo-boo there. There we go. All fixed. Okay, so what I was saying is tap your ink pads from the Stamp Market to kind of release some of the juice from the ink pad, and you're good to go. And again, it does not bleed through. It just barely ghosts. And most of my ink pads barely ghost on this paper because it's such a beautiful paper and it's thick enough, but not too thick. That's why I love the Hemlock and Oak. It's like it's thick paper, but you can kind of go through it easily. With the Archer and Olive, you just feel like it's so thick. You can't really do this. Like you can't go through it like that. It kind of has a heftiness to it, so it's harder to flip through. And also this ink pad, the pad itself is foamy and squishy, so you really have to be gentle when tapping your stamp on there. I'm a hard stamper. I usually just push down, but not with these ink pads. I try really hard not to push down so I don't get the ink all over my stamp and stamp block. Okay, so now that we're done stamping that out, I also do want to document that it was like 84 degrees, which is much better than what we've had in the past month or so. So I want to stamp out 84 degrees. So I'm going to look for a number stamp. Okay, so let's use this one. This is a fun number stamp from Studio Calico. And I'm basically going to stamp 84 degrees. And if I might even add a little sun or something. Let's see. I was thinking of stamping the sun, but I actually found this thermostat and I want to use that instead. I think that would look cute. So I'm just going to end up using that instead of the sun. I think that looks cuter. And we're good to go. Now it's time to journal. So I'm going to use my favorite pen right now. I always switch. I swear, I start with something. I think this was the Sarasa in the blue-gray. It's this one. Let me grab it real quick. So I was using this one nonstop, and I love how it writes. And then I switched at some point, and I started using my Klena, which also, it's right there. Love that one as well. And I really, really enjoyed it. And then I discovered this guy. It's a little bit thicker, but I love writing with it. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it for today. I switch my pens a lot. I have a lot of favorites, you guys. So when I come up to you and I say, this is the best pen, it's because I've used and tried a lot of them. So anyways, let's go ahead and journal about spending time at the pool. So I got that done. Now I'm thinking to stamp out some cookies because my sister made cookies for Sabine. She was going back to college that day, and Sabine loves my sister's cookies. So I'm just gonna look for a cookie stamp. So I got this stamp set from Elle Studio, and it's a fruit stamp set. It's really cute, and it has this adorable cookie stamp. So I'm just going to stamp that within my journaling because it's the same moment. So we were at the pool, and then right after she made the cookies for her. So I'm just going to stamp that right in the corner, and that way I can complete my journaling for that time. So I just want to add some crumbs as well. So I'm just going to end up drawing that myself. And I usually like to use my Right Tech fine liners. These are great, great fine liners. They're so good. And you can color them in right away. So I'm just adding some crumbs. Also want to color in my cookies. So I'm going with brown. And I will also use like a lighter tannish brown. That one's good. And a lighter brown. And then color in my crumbs as well. Okay, now I can keep journaling. So I only have this space now to fill in, and then that sidebar. So what I want to do is I also want to talk about what I was watching that day. So in the evening, I got to relax and hang out on the couch. So what I'm thinking is either stamp a couch or a TV set to represent that. And I might look through my stickers as well. I grabbed this Netflix and Chill stamp. It's so cute. It's a very, very old stamp set from Studio L2E. I don't know if they're still doing stamps, honestly, but I really like that stamp. If I do find it and they are still making stamps, I will link it. But I thought I would go ahead and stamp the Netflix and Chill with a TV stamp. I'm going to stamp it right here. I'm going to probably use this space for it. So I just went ahead and stamped it down here because my journaling was kind of in the way there. And I'll use this little TV set to stamp next to it. Now let's journal about what I've been watching. I've been watching a few things, some on Netflix, some not, but I'm just gonna use this space to journal about that. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to fill the space out. I want to document that Sabine went back to school. So I might just end up using either alpha stamps or, oh, maybe I should stamp my B. Hold on. So a while back, I was looking for a B stamp because really, it's Georgia Tech is Yellow Jackets, but it's really hard to find a cute Yellow Jackets stamp. So I just go with bees, and I was gonna buy a stamp set that had bees. I even asked my Peaches members, but I found this in my stash, and it has a little bee. It's a little bit too cutesy for me, but it still works. And I don't have to buy another stamp set, if that makes sense. Maybe in the future I'll buy a B stamp set at some point, but I think I'm just gonna go with this when I'm documenting Georgia Tech or Sabine and stuff like that. So I might go ahead and stamp it down here and have the space to talk about Sabine going back to school. And I might add a little bit of washi there. I've been trying to use my washi as much as possible. This is something that matters to me. I have so much washi, and you'll see in my previous layouts, I try to add washi whenever I can, even if it doesn't fit in, if that makes sense. But it brings in color and there's space for it. So I just go ahead and add it there. So I might just add some slim washi there to fill in that space. So I'm going to use this Slim Days of the Week washi in black. And it'll be a cute little separation there for my journaling. Okay, let's start journaling. Okay, done with the journaling. I could probably get away with adding some washi down here, but I also do want to color in my B. So I'm going to grab a yellow marker, just add some yellow there. I also think this is a great place for me to either add a sticker or washi, but I don't want dark washi. Let's see, maybe just a grid, black and white. I feel like the space is not big enough to add bold colors, if that makes sense. I mean, if I had slim orange, I would totally go for it because it would match my Labor Day stamp there. But this will do, and I was able to use some of my washi in my daily journal. Okay, so last but not least, I want to write out my big word, and I'm going to use my Archer and Olive lettering markers, and I'm just gonna go ahead and write Fun Day because I got to spend it at the pool, and it was fun. That's it, you guys. I think I just need to, oh, I already did it. Okay, so Monday I already added like someone sitting at the beach, even though we weren't at the beach, but it was like, you know, representing the pool and swimming. And so that is done. My setup is done. I stamped out all my days of the week. And Monday's done. I will go back in this week and fill in my journaling for these 2 days. And then I can, you know, move on to the next day. And I always say this, it's okay if you can't journal every single day. Just, you know, journal when you can and when you have time. I find it to be easier to remember what happened if I, you know, add my stickers and my titles and things like that. But that's about it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed watching my journaling in my Hemlock and Oak daily journal. I will come back very soon with another video, hopefully working in my daily journal. And don't forget, I do have a discount code. I will have it linked in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. And if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.